Hey everybody, Sawyer here. Today I have a comic book haul. I know it's not Wednesday yet, but I happened to be in town, so I went to my comic book shop and picked up a few things that I didn't pick up last week because either I didn't have the extra money or I just didn't feel like picking them up, and I thought about it some more and decided to get to it. That's how it usually is, I always go in there and there's always things I eyeball for a long time, and sometimes it takes me like a month before I end up buying it or longer. But yeah, um, I have a few newer books from the last 2 weeks, and then I have some back issues, and I have some 25 cents books. So let's just get into the newer books real quick. Right off the bat, we have this Walking Dead Governor variant. I really like this. I really like this cover, and I don't really keep up with the Walking Dead comic book, but this is supposed to be the first appearance of a new character. So I figured I'd buy this mostly as a speculation issue, and I also like the cover. This looks like it would present pretty well. And I was gonna buy it last week, or last time I went to the shop, but I ended up against it because I had too much of a load already. So I decided to get it this time. So got it. Then we have this new book. I didn't even see this last week when I went to my shop, but apparently they had it. It's called Encounter. It's a kid's book, but it looks fun. It looks like I like the art a lot, and it looks like it has some vibrant colors, and it looks like it's a comical book. Like it should be a pretty good read. I do enjoy like books geared at a younger audience sometimes because they're usually fun, lighthearted reads. So it kind of counterbalances all the dark shit I read all the time. Like this next book, we got Punisher, Punisher 222. I've been really enjoying this Punisher run. Ever since we got the War Machine armor, it's been pretty fun issues. Um, this gave me a reason to kind of. The reason why I never really picked up the Punishers before is because they've always been going for so long. There's always been like issue 150 or something like that. And I'm like, I don't want to jump in the middle of that. But ever since he got the War Machine armor, it's been kind of a more self-contained story arc that started with that first issue. So I decided to jump. I decided to jump on board right when they started doing that, and I've been on it ever since. So I'm really enjoying this run. I think this is like the fourth part of the storyline, or maybe it's number 5. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a fun story arc so far. Then the last of the new books I picked up. This is actually I think this is from last week, but or the week before, I mean. But we have this nice little the 12. Now this is from a more independent studio. They mostly do creator-owned, really independent stuff. But what I like about these comics is some of the stories are pretty cool, and they're real cheap. They're only $1.50 for the book. Because it's also made of. The only downside of that is it's made of lower grade paper. Like you'll see the paper's a little bit more. I don't know what you call that, but it's not quite the same standard as your usual paper you get. But I like the art in this book, and the book seems like an interesting story. Um, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot. There's a lot of dialogue. But yeah, it just looks kind of like a post-apocalyptic type of story. And what I like about this company's the way they do their books is they always do their books in like miniseries. Like this one's a 5-issue miniseries or a limited series. So they always do it in limited series, which is pretty cool because you get these short self-contained stories, and I like that. I recently discovered them a while back, and I've been picking up different ones when I find them. My shop doesn't really carry a bunch of them, but the Books A Million Town carries some, so I go back and forth between those two looking for them. There's another one called Doppelganger that's really good. Check that one out if you ever see it. Um, by that same publisher. Then we have some 25 cents books. We have some Doc. It's basically a bunch of Doc Savage one shots. These are basically just one shot stories. Doc Savage is a classic character. I like him, and this is just some little issues in there. I really like this one because it has kind of a Johnny Quest, Hanna-Barbera vibe going on. So we got those. And then I picked up a whole bunch of. I've been kind of looking at these for a while in my shop, but I never pick them up because it's just always something I want more. But I decided to go get them today, and it's a bunch of these are kind of like I think these are from the 80s. A bunch of these 80s Walt Disney books, Walt Disney comic books. Apparently, it's a Walt Disney comic book company. I think it's. Let me just check it real quick to see what the date on these are, because I'm kind of curious. I want to say they're in the mid. I want to say these were published in the mid 80s. No, it's the early 90s. These were published in 19. This one was published in 1991 by Walt Disney Comic Book Company or whatever. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show them to you guys. I really enjoyed these covers though, man. A lot of these comics have really cool covers, honestly. So we have this first one. This is Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse number 17. Really cool cover. I love the color scheme in most of these, guys. I really do. Let's save those for last. Then we have this Goofy Avengers. Really cool cover here, guys. Really cool cover featuring that Ghost. I love the color scheme again. Then we have Super Goofy. It's kind of an older Walt Whitman book. And then we got this other older Whitman book. This was just so cheap, I had to get it. You know, it's not in the best shape, but it's kind of, you don't see these too often. These little short, like pocket-sized books, I guess you want to say. It was only $1, so I figured I'd get this, you know, Walt Disney Donald Duck, you know, pocket-sized edition. I don't know if it's the proper term. Let me know what you guys think is the proper term for those kind of books. Those little short kind of books. Then we have a couple issues of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Well, actually, it's called Roger Rabbit's Toontown. So that's a cool one. That's number 3. Pretty cool cover. And this one I think is a really cool cover. I just love the way that I just love the art style on this cover. It's just a very nice kind of art style. All right, Roger Rabbit number 1. It's $1.50, so I figured why not. You know, as long as I can get an older comic, as long as I can get a comic from the 90s, early 90s to 80s or whatever for $1. Well, shit. As long as I can get any comic book for $3 or under, I'm good, man. That's my favorite price range to buy comics for. So this last one was kind of like the big purchase. It's not really a big purchase, but it was the big purchase of this haul. You know, it was like the single most expensive book. So I decided to pick it up, and I picked it up really only because it's a first issue, and it's for a character that is you know, kind of getting bigger and bigger. You're getting bigger and bigger because of CW TV, or you know, CW shows, and I like the character on the CW show that he's on. So yeah, we picked up Steel number 1. You see there. Paid $6 for this. I don't really know if that's good or bad, but I figured it seems like it's in pretty solid condition. I'd probably give this a very good. Well, no, not very good. I'd probably give it a very fine, like a fine or very fine. It's got a little bit of a spine, kind of cracks and stuff, but other than that, it looks pretty good. But I like this classic kind of 80s cover and whatever, or 70s maybe. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, Steel is one of my favorite characters. Citizen Steel, or whatever you call him. He's one of my favorite characters on Shield. Not Shield. One of my favorite characters. Steel is one of my favorite characters on Legends Tomorrow. So yeah, I figured I'd pick up his first issue. It's probably not his first appearance, I'm sure, but his first issue anyway. So yeah, that's my comic book haul for today, guys. I'm gonna be doing reviews of some of these newer books throughout the week, probably. You know, I'm probably gonna try to crack most of them out before next week's, because I'm gonna try to go to my shop on maybe Thursday, probably Thursday, or maybe, yeah, I'll probably go to my shop Thursday because I get paid on Thursday, so that's usually when I have the most money to spend at comic book shop, and so I'll probably go there and pick up some of the new releases to review for that next week, going into the next week. But for the rest of this week, we'll probably just be doing reviews on these. I'll be doing reviews on these books I just picked up. Like, I'll be doing a review on the 12. I'll be doing a review on probably that Walking Dead issue, and then I'll be doing a review on what else did I pick up? On that Encounter book, a couple other things, just and then a couple other things that I have digitally that I haven't gone through yet. So look for those videos. As always, thank you guys, and see you guys later.